I enjoy being sustainable. It's fun to be sustainable and to practice sustainable skills, such as making my own necessities or local natural resources. Practicing sustainable skills are my amusement, my excitement, my grand adventure, my education, and my connection to nature, my celebration of nature, and my contribution to society, and my fun with family and friends. Right here, right now, I am in southwest Michigan, and it is early spring. In the spring, the sap is flowing up and down the woody trees, vines, and shrubs. During early spring, while the sap is flowing before the leaves grow, it is the best time to harvest the fibers of the inner bark. I'm using the bark fibers to make my own cordage. The oriental bittersweet vine is an invasive exotic plant here in Michigan, and the bittersweet vine is profusely growing everywhere here. It's climbing up native trees and shrubs and covering them up and suffocating them. And they have these red berries here that you can see they're just climbing everywhere, even up into the pine tree up there. Yeah, to help promote the native plants, I'm going to remove some of the bittersweet vines to harvest its inner bark fibers to make my own cordage. This year, more bittersweet will probably grow than I'm going to harvest this spring. Bittersweet and other plants are self-replenishing as long as you don't harvest too much of them. If harvesting a native plant, to help sustain the native plant, harvest only 10% or less of the particular native plant species within each patch of those plants. If you're trying to totally remove an invasive exotic plant, harvest as much of the exotic plant as you like. I like to help eradicate the bittersweet vine. However, there's so much of it, I'm probably only slowing down its invasion by harvesting some of the vines for its inner bark this spring. It helps support native plants to at least slow down an invasion of exotic plants. Here I'm going to cut off a part of the bittersweet vine here. Right there. And then down right here. And I could take a much bigger strip, but I'm just showing you. Here's the bittersweet vine I just cut off. Now I'm going to smash it with a brick. And then I'll help break up the outer bark to get into the inner bark. Smash it in several places. There you go. You can really see how I smashed it up. Now the bark will just peel right off. So here's the smashed vine branch, and here I'm picking off and pulling off the bark to get to the inner bark. And then the spring, before the leaves start to grow on the vines, is the best time to do it because the sap makes it really easy. See how the bark just comes off really easily. If we get to that. So we want to take off the outer bark, and underneath the outer bark you get the fibers. These fibers right here. See, the bark part comes right off, and this is, we're trying to get these kinds of strips. You take two fiber strips and you start to make your cordage. You twist both of them same way. See, I'm taking the top one and I'm twisting it that way, but then I'm bending it back the other direction. And I'm taking the second one and I'm twisting it one way, and I bend it back over the other one, the other direction. And this is what makes the cordage stay together and not unravel. You twist one way and then you wrap it the other. You twist one way and wrap the other. And you can see it doesn't come apart. Now here is some real locally made natural cordage, which I handmade and sustainably made from local wild resources here in southwest Michigan in the early spring. Yet this simple little piece of cordage seems so small, yet it is very powerful, meaningful, and precious to me. Sustainable skills, such as making cordage, delights and invigorates me in many ways. I enjoy the science of it. I've directly observed nature and touched and engaged with nature and learned how nature truly works and how plants behave in the spring. I enjoy the art of it. I enjoy being creative and making useful things. I enjoy the economics of being sustainable. I do it without using money and without shopping. I enjoy doing things for free and sustaining nature all at the same time. See, I enjoy the health of it. I enjoy feeling the joy of learning about nature, doing science and art, having freedom, living in a healthy outdoor lifestyle, and doing healthy, non-poisonous, non-destructive things, and supporting nature, local wildlife, and native plants. I enjoy the social vitality of it. I have a good time sharing these skills with family and friends and my local community. I enjoy being calm, slowing down, and taking my time to do the good things such as learning about nature and being sustainable. To take the time to slow down and do important things helps to counteract the evil rush of civilization. It is delightful to be peacefully outdoors and connecting with nature, and there are more benefits to enjoy from doing sustainable skills. This simple little cordage is so small, yet so powerful and meaningful and precious to me. Enjoy!